The real Team USA.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have a favorite on the roster you guys are pulling for?
Oh, absolutely. Alex Morgan. She's a golden bear. Come on.
Yeah. T-ball question for you.
Thank you.
Obviously, a lot of attention with Cam throwing publicly, I guess, for the first time. What did you see out of him today? And just what's it mean to have him out here doing that?
Well, I think you guys could hear it. He brought a little energy. I think that really helped boost him when he's involved a little bit more in the practices. He did exactly what we had scripted out, and that was sort of make some targeted throws. See how he feels later on today and how he feels tomorrow. It'll dictate how much more he does. But again, he's this is all through the process. He's going through the steps of his recovery. And very pleased with it. I really was.
Ron, there's been, some reports circulating about new throwing mechanics, but my understanding is that there was some effort last year to also adjust to take some pressure off the shoulder.
Well, I mean, if you go back and look at a lot of things that happened earlier in the year before he started having some shoulder issues, you can see the improvement. You can see the footwork. You see the whole development of him. And I think the shoulder started to go. Then you saw everything kind of just fall to the wayside. Now he's got an opportunity to go back, rework those things, do the things that he needs to do to improve, and he's done a great job. And we're really excited about it. And as I said, this is just the first step of many. And we really look forward to tomorrow to see how much more he's going to do.
What specifically kind of or part of that things that you want to see him do? Take some of the pressure off that shoulder?
Well, I'd like to see him continue to stick with his throwing technique. The way he throws the ball, he throws a nice tight spiral when everything's the way it's supposed to be, and that's what he's working for. So we're like I said, we're just excited to see him continue to grow and develop.
Without getting too technical, how would you describe the mechanical kind
of
tweak?
I'll be honest with you, I'm not the guy to talk about a quarterback's mechanics. Tackling, I can give you a rundown on tackling, but throwing, that would not be fair.
Yeah, but Ron, is it accurate to kind of think that the things that he was doing early on in the season last year when he was feeling healthy, now he's going to be back on track doing those things?
Absolutely, and as Norv said, I think the biggest thing more so than anything else is you saw the growth, you saw the progression. He'll now be in the second year in the system, understanding exactly what he really needs to do as a quarterback. Decisions he needs to make is going to dictate a lot about his throwing style as well.
Ron, first impressions of Gerald McCoy out here?
Oh, he's the player that we've played against the last several years. So very pleased with what we got. And again, I think it brought a little bit of energy to the defensive line and to the defense as a whole. I think good players help make everybody else better. So I'm excited about having him with our group.
He was joking about how there's not humidity today, but yeah. I think he may have forgotten about Spartanburg here in a few weeks.
Yeah, he'll learn a little bit about Spartanburg very quickly. Especially in that little dent that we practice in. It's a little kind of subterranean. The wind kind of dies there, and so he'll get a good feel for that.
Ron, is Parrott still on target?
Yes. Oh yeah.
He's recovering.
Yes, Matt's exactly where he needs to be, and he'll continue to do his treatments, his recovery, his work, and we're very pleased with where he is.
Ron, how did Gerald get that 93? What was kind of the?
Well, I have no idea. All I know is he's 93, and Kyle's is 77. So they both look good in those numbers.
McCoy also joked with me afterwards about he wants to be able to jaw off with Cam fully, and he can't wait for that. Do you think anyone can out-talk Cam?
Oh, that's going to be a good one. That'll be a fun one to watch. But it's all in good nature. They're teammates now, thank goodness. So hopefully we don't have any flashbacks. And it'll be interesting. It'll be fun to watch because with Bruce over there as well, it could be challenging.
Coach Curtis Samuel was talking about how he feels fully healthy this offseason. He was saying at the end of practice he made a play that he felt like maybe he couldn't do during the spring last year. Are you seeing a difference this year versus over the past few?
Yes, I mean the biggest thing, and North talked about it, the guys being the second year in the season, you should see the progress, and that's one of the things that's kind of good to see right now is we're watching guys that are going into their second season and what we're doing now on the offense side, you see their progression. Whether it's at the running back position, the receiver position, quarterback position for that matter. It's really good to see these guys take a step. Kind of disappointed we didn't get a chance to watch Ian Thomas a little bit more. Obviously, we won't see him until we get to training camp, but I expect him to take steps forward going as well. I just think that as you grow in the system, because I was fortunate enough to be with North for 4 years and watch him do it in San Diego, I think that we can have some really positive things happen to us.
Are there additional things that North can put in now that there's kind of that first year of base offense? Now you can add in new additional wrinkles?
Well, yes. I mean, there's there's a vast inventory of plays you can use. And you really use them based on game plan. You just don't throw them all in during training camp or OTAs. It's just not enough time. You want to get good at something. But as we start game planning and stuff like that, there will be wrinkles that will be added to what we do.
Right. Speaking of Ian Thomas, how will his emergence at the end of last season impact, I guess, Greg's snaps?
Well, I don't think it's going to impact Greg's snaps. It's going to impact what Coach calls more so than it will do anything else. Because again, a lot of the things that he does is, will be based on matchups or who's on the field. So, it'll be about what he's, what he has game planned for and what he thinks personnel groupings need to be and stuff like that.
Vegan's status looked like a knee wrap.
He's getting better, and hopefully he'll be ready to roll once we get to training camp.
Initial impressions of Christian, I mean, I know you've seen him out here, but I mean, it looks like he's added a little bulk, maybe some strength.
Oh, he's done a great job. He's had a good off season. He did add some size, some strength, and he's really diving into what we're doing. And as I said, he's one of those guys that in the second year in this system, you should see growth, and that's what's exciting.
You're 1,000. You think that's possible? I know he's got.
Anything's possible. I mean, again, we'll see how it goes. We've got a lot of weapons, and the tough thing is there's only one football, and you guys know the one thing I always talk about. I'd love to see the ball get spread around, but we'll see what happens.